Welcome to the video. It's Durianrider here, aka Harley John Stone. Cannondale Optimo or S-Works SL3 tarmac with a power meter, cork, maybe works, maybe it doesn't. Second hand, well, seen a bit of sun, SRAM 10-speed, zip. I mean, this is a killer bike. If you know, you know. It's $350 US. Travel across the Pacific Ocean, we're back in Australia, and this is what you get brand new from a bike shop. I'm a huge fan of Cannondale, huge fan of Specialized. I own a lot of their bikes. I own so many Cannondales and Specialized. If you said, how many do you own, I couldn't tell you. Bikes are so cheap now. Bang it, Durianrider, what do you mean they're so cheap? This bike here is $1,800 Australian, and what's the spec on it? I mean, the frame and fork would be right, and the group set's fine, but those wheels probably aren't going to inspire much, you know, smashing up climbs, etc. So we're talking 9-speed. So it's still decent. Oh, this is a decent bike, all right? If you bought this bike for $1,800 from a local Cannondale dealer, you wouldn't be going wrong, all right? Unfortunately, the bikes like this, gets just left laying against the side of the house there in the sun. I look at this bike and I know exactly how it feels to ride, all right? And look at the other bike, the Cannondale. I know how that feels to ride. I've ridden both. I've owned both. Actually, I haven't owned that Cannondale. I've ridden it. It's not a bad little bike for the money. But if I'm looking for a new road bike, I'm going to be going second hand. All right. And as a bike mechanic, I know what to look for. Okay. If maybe you're not a bike mechanic, you don't know what to look for. But I know exactly how this bike's going to ride, etc., etc. I know the problems to be associated with it, and what to look for, etc. But it's $350, and it's still, it's still there. It's going to suit a rider around 165 centimeters or shorter. I'll be dropping the fork out to check for the ring of death, etc. But here's the thing with second-hand bikes, you don't know really what you're getting unless you do know. If you're interested in getting a killer bike like this, join my coaching group and I can go through it. Someone called me the Scotty Kilmer of cycling. I was like, who's Scotty Kilmer? I looked him up. I was like, that dude's a legend. Scotty Kilmer on YouTube, he's an inspirational dude. He's a full car mechanic, so he knows his in and outs of cars. I know in and outs of bikes like this, what to look for, what to avoid. So if you're interested in getting killer deals, like the best bikes, then join my coaching group, Durianrider.com, and I'll advise you on what to get. And please, please, please ask any questions, all right? Any and all questions. Don't think you're being too needy. Just start a new thread, just go at it. I am a busy man in terms of people getting my attention, so my coaching group's there for people who want it. But you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy what you get for your money these days. Does that power meter work? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, all right? Either way, these cranks, you can get it for like 50 or $100. I know because I bought some recently, and I bought them for ages. And these, see, look at this, all this dirt and stuff. People, oh, yuck, it's ours. And some clear coat peeling off. Oh, no, it's bad, and it's just, it means these bikes, they're killer to ride. They're killer to ride. There's nothing in the Tour de France this year that would ride as good as this, or is as light. Shiny, for sure, there's a shiny bikes out there, but this bike, it looks, it just needs a bit of a clean up and stuff. It's dusty. And so you're going to get this bike pretty cheap because no one's going to buy it unless they've watched this video. But I'll drop the fork out and check for the ring of death. The ring of death occurs on bikes with carbon steerers when people have a loose headset and the split ring racer starts to chip into the carbon steer and it causes what's like a ring bar, what you call the ring of death, eventually can fail. So always check those forks. And the problem with these Specialized tarmacs is that is a proprietary fork, but you can get spare forks. A little bit harder than something like a Cervelo or a Cannondale back in the day. So there you go. That's what you get for your money. For what's that, $350 USD, you get a beyond Tour de France level bike. All right, there's nothing in the Tour de France this year that's as good as this. These wheels ride fantastic, and this front hub could be part of Zip's recall. You just have to, if you did have these Zips, then just send a photo to Zip customer service, and it may be under their recall, and they'll just give you a new front hub. They'll lace it up for you, pay for everything, and get it done. Because Zip hubs are pretty average. They can be. It depends on the model. But otherwise, the rims are really good. These rims are fantastic. They ride so nice. These are one of the best rims I've ever ridden. They're not super light compared to like a 202 or something like a Windspace Hyper or whatever. But for the money, they ride so nice. They ride so smooth. I had a Tarmac SL3, a HTC one with these exact wheels on it, and damn, it rode really nice. Okay, so, and I had to check my dome with these wheels. They're really, really good wheels, except for the hubs are a bit, but otherwise the rims are fantastic. What a lot of people did is they relace them with Shimano hubs. Anyway, so yeah, for the bike these days, $1,800 Australian, you get 9-speed Sora. You know, it's not a bad bike. It's not a bad bike if you wouldn't be racing A grade Div 1 on this, and maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you want to have Div 1 fitness.